Hey, what's going on, guys? This is Johnny from the Geekly Grind, here to do a video review and overview of Thanos Rising. This is a cooperative 2 to 4 player game from USAopoly where players are drafting cards and rolling dice in order to try and stop Thanos from collecting all the Infinity Stones. So let's see how it goes. Oh, who's this? It's me, Thanos. Thanos, what are you doing here, man? You really think you can stop me? Yeah, I think we can. I actually brought some help here. I brought a Saiyan Vegeta. I think he's stronger than you. I think he could beat you. Yeah, he seems to agree. And if he needs a little bit of help, I also brought Steve Harrington from Stranger Things, because he's awesome. Team Steve. So yeah, Thanos, I think we can beat you. We'll see about that. Anyway, so let's get into the game and see how it plays. Alright, so this is a basic setup of the game. We've got Thanos over here with the different cards that you can draft, and on the right side here you can see the different Infinity Stones that he's trying to gather. The blue stone, you can see he's close to gathering it. If all these little yellow cube spots fill up, then the blue stone would go here on the gauntlet, and he's acquired that stone. If he acquires all the stones, the players lose. Also, if the players have 10 heroes die, they lose. And what the players are trying to accomplish is they're trying to kill off Thanos' henchmen, who are these black cards here. There's general henchmen, like this General Outrider card here. But then there's also his, big wig henchmen like Proxima Midnight from the movie, who are a little bit tougher to kill. So basically what you do on your turn... Oh, well, let me show. Every player starts with a starting player. So I have Doctor Strange here. He's one of the captains, okay? And he's got a little starting card that he starts with here. So this shows you the dice that you start with. So he would start with 3 red dice and 1 green die to roll. Also, there's a little special at the bottom of team ability. If you roll 4 of the little eye symbol or more on your opening roll, you draw a bonus token. And then here he also has a special ability. If you have another green hero on your team, roll an extra green or black die each turn. So he has an incentive to gather green heroes. So he might want to get Heimdall here. So what you do, the first thing you always have to do is you have to roll Thanos' die. So Thanos always does something really bad. So you roll these. So this would add 1 counter to the green stone over there. And also Thanos would turn to the right. Okay. Oh, so before you do that, let me just go back a second. The first thing you do is you take your little token and you decide which of these 3 sectors you want to go into. So you're either going to try and kill one of the guys or try to acquire one of these cards. So let's just say that I had gone to that sector and Thanos was facing over here, because I want to try and get War Machine before he dies. He only has 1 more hit before he dies. But then now here it says Thanos is going to go to the right. So Thanos would move to the right. I would add 1 cube to the green stone, like I said before. And then Thanos would activate all bad guys in that sector and hit all heroes in that sector. So I would take a damage. So I would place a damage cube up here. And then War Machine would actually die because he only had 1 damage cube left. So he would actually die and leave. And that would be really bad for us. Then he would activate both of these bad guys, which it kind of shows you on their cards. If Thanos is in this sector, add 1 damage to all heroes on the active player's team, so my heroes would get hurt even more. And if Thanos is in this sector, add 1 damage to all purple and blue heroes in this sector. Well, I'm Doctor Strange, so I wouldn't take damage there. But that happens, and then I'm allowed to roll my die. So as I said before, Doctor Strange gets 3 red die and a green die. And this is a basic roll here. So I roll. There's different symbols on the dice. Let me kind of just show you one. The red dice are pretty generic. So these are hit symbols. There's also the Tesseract symbol, a planet symbol, and an eye symbol. So those are the basic ones. The green die give me more chance of getting eyes. The black die have more chance of getting the planets, and the blue have more chance of getting Tesseracts, with the red having more chance of getting hits. There's even like doubles. So let's just say I rolled this. So I rolled, wow, 4 hits and a Tesseract. Let's see what I have to do in order to hit this guy. I would need to roll 1 Tesseract and 1 planet. So what I can do is I can assign the Tesseract symbol to his card, like that. Now I just need a planet, and I can re-roll all my other dice. All you need to do every roll is either discard a die or add a die to one of the cards. Then you can technically re-roll all your other dice. Oh, so I didn't get the little planet that I'm trying to get. So I'm going to discard one of the hit dice, and I'm going to re-roll these 2. Nope, didn't get one, so I'll discard one again. Come on, planet. No, didn't get it. Just got another hit die. So I wouldn't do anything that turn. So that's basically how the rolling goes. Basically, every roll you have to either assign a die or discard one, and you can keep going. Then I would take my token off the board, and the next player would go. As you gain players, you get bonuses. So if I were to gather vision on my team, it says once per turn you may change an eye or a tesseract to any face. So that would be pretty baller if I had that card. So basically, players keep going around and round. When players die, we take cards from the deck and we add them here. So there's Ebony Maw. That's a really bad sector. You would get whooped if you went in that sector. And we keep going around the table until either he gains all the Infinity Stones and we lose, or he kills 10 of our heroes and we would lose, or if we kill 7 of his bad guys, his henchmen, then we technically win the game. So yeah, that's basically how it goes. With Thanos kind of turning around, you want to avoid him. And let's go into how I feel about the game. Alright, so the first thing I want to mention is the quality of the components. I was really impressed by this game. I mean, this figurine of Thanos, is awesome. I mean, it's good quality, it's big. When it sits at the center of the table, it really draws attention to the table. I like it a lot. These Infinity Stones are super nice. They're really fun to touch and hold, and they seem really authentic. The dice are really chunky. So when you roll them, they're nice and heavy. The quality of the material is really nice. You can see they're even recessed here to fit the gems. So really impressed with the quality of the materials. I actually really like the gameplay too. I was concerned when I first get the game, as I always am with games that have a big IP or intellectual property. So the Avengers is a theme that everybody likes. It's really hot right now. So it would have been easy for them to take a game that stinks and have an Avengers theme, and they could have still sold a bunch of copies. But this game is actually really good and stays like true to the theme of the movie in Avengers Infinity War, because it's hard. It's cooperative, and so it needs to be difficult, but this is really hard. Like as you're playing, Thanos just gets more and more difficult. He gets closer and closer to getting the Infinity Stones, kind of no matter what you do. So there's kind of this race against this like unstoppable force that is Thanos, and you're trying to race against him to kill off some of his henchmen before he gets the stones. So I've played this game like well over 10 times. I think I've won like twice, and that's on the easy setting. There's harder difficulties where instead of just killing 7 henchmen, you have to kill like 10 of his henchmen. I don't even know how I would do that, because it's very difficult. And obviously it's a luck-based game because you're rolling dice. You can do certain things to try and improve your luck, but at the end of the day, it's just how well you roll the dice. So really great game. I was really impressed with it. I've played it a lot. I have a lot of friends who request to play it, especially if you're looking for something. It's not super long. On the box it says 45 minutes. I'd say 30 to 45 is pretty accurate, and it's something you can do together, and it's really difficult. So it's one of those games where you play it, and the first time you just get whooped. Thanos just kicks your butt, and everyone looks around and says, okay, well, that was tough. Let's try it again. And you just do it. You keep it on the table and try it again. So really great pickup. I highly recommend it from USAopoly. This is Thanos Rising, and we'll check you out next time.